I apologize. My computer literally goofed on me, like so hardcore. It was bad. That was bad. Okay. Is my mic working? Yes, it is. Let's get going here. I don't know why my computer's doing this. I'm really mad about that. But Hawks, Hornets. A lot of injury problems. That might attribute to some of the results of this game. I don't know what happened to my computer, guys. I can't explain it. But okay, let's just put our tight box there so we're ready when time comes. But Hawks are going to beat the Hornets, I think. It's going to be a close game, though, because there's a lot of injuries facing the Hawks. Clint and Trae Young are going to have to get that pick and roll going. Bogdanovich, Danilo Gallinari are great players. DeAndre Hunter can play some good defense. They got a good squad. Like, no lie, they got a good squad. They can really get this done. So, yeah. I believe in these Hawks. I think they can beat the Hornets, although the Hornets have a good team as well. T-Row, LaMelo, Miles Bridges, Plumlee. They're good too. I think they have Montrezl Harrell. I don't know who else they have. I do watch a decent amount of Hornets basketball, though. So, yeah, Hawks are going to win. So that means the Hawks and the Cavs are fighting for 8th place. This is going to be a really good matchup. I already kind of discussed both of these teams. Who do I have beating? Who do I have winning? Man, I really don't know. This is gonna be a tough game. DG and Trae Young, that's gonna be an all-time matchup. I'm gonna love that. I think the Hawks are gonna win. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think the Hawks are making the playoffs. I have belief in Trae Young and the Hawks. I think they can make the playoffs at least. They might not be able to beat that Heat team, but they're going to at least make the playoffs. So let's talk about the first round matchups. Okay. Let's just start with the West. So we have the Suns and the Timberwolves. I think you guys should know who I have winning in this one between Suns and Wolves. Suns. They're too dominant of a team. They're probably going to end up winning like 4-1. 4-2. I'll be a little more fair than that. Suns are winning first round 4-2, I think. No more than 6 games are going to be needed here. Suns are just those guys. They're him. They're the definition of him. You look it up in the dictionary, and you're going to see the Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Mikal Bridges is a great defender, defensive player of the year candidate. Devin Booker's an MVP candidate. Chris Paul, you can argue for an MVP case, maybe. DeAndre Ayton's a great big man. He'll have good games when you want him to. Jay Crowder, a great catch-and-shoot guy. Landry Shamet, Cameron Payne, Cameron Johnson, all sorts of guys on the bench that can get them buckets. They're just a perfect basketball team. I think they still have JaVale McGee. It's just a great basketball team. It's a championship-level basketball team, guys. Like, I'm not even going to lie with you. Championship level. Man, I'm excited for these playoffs. I'm going to be honest. I think this is going to be one of the best playoffs we see in a couple of years, to be honest. At least half a decade. This is going to be a playoff for the ages. It might disappoint when it comes down to it, but we will see. I don't know. Mavs and Jazz. Let's talk about these teams. The Mavericks. It's a one-man show. I will give credit to the supporting pieces, but Luka Doncic, Luka Magic. They have a couple of other guys that I would say are like top 100 players. Spencer Dinwiddie's a great player. Jalen Brunson's a great player. I like Dwight Powell. I like Finney-Smith. I like... Is that it? I don't really have any more guys. Tim Hardaway still plays, right? Tim Hardaway. Maxi Kleber. It's a pretty solid Mavs team, but I don't know. I'm not really sure about it. You know what I mean? Jazz, they got good defensive threats. They have good offensive threats. Donovan Mitchell's a really good scorer. 22 points a game. Pretty solid there. You have Rudy Gobert, one of the best traditional big men in the league. Probably the best traditional big man in the league. Like, if we look like 10 years ago, this is the type of big man that they would want. Rudy Gobert. Man, he is a force. I think he deserves Defensive Player of the Year. You have Bogdanovich that can actually get some buckets here and there. Mike Conley is solid. Royce O'Neal being a good defender. Looking at the bench, Jordan Clarkson is solid. I don't really have much else from there. This is going to be a good series. If Luka comes back, this will be a 6 or 7 game series. If Luka's not playing, I think it's going to be a 5 game series. I think the Jazz... Ooh, man. I'm going to go Mavs. I'm going to go Mavs in 7. Mavs in 7. We're just going to assume that Luka returned. The Mavericks are going to win in 7 games. And most of these first round matchups are actually going to be good contests. That just goes to show how good of a playoffs we're looking at here. Warriors Nuggets. This is going to be another good matchup. I'm excited. The Warriors are really deep, Steph Curry's probably going to be back. They have that original big three from like 2014, 2015. Draymond, Klay. Draymond, great leader, great defender. Klay Thompson, he can score at will. He's a really good basketball player. Jordan Poole having a good stretch this year. Jonathan Kuminga being a solid bench big man. Kevin Looney is a pretty solid starter. He is one of the bottom tier starting big men in the league. I will have to admit that, but he's a body. He's out there. He can do some things. Nemanja Bjelica coming off the bench being great. There's all sorts of guys. I can't really think of anybody else, but there are a lot of guys. They got depth. Let me tell you guys, this Warriors team has depth. Then we move over to the Nuggets. Warriors are winning this series. I don't think there's any debate here. I think the Warriors are going to win this first round series. It's just a matter of how many games. But looking at the Nuggets, they have the MVP Jokic. I'm not even going to argue. When healthy, they have Aaron Gordon, they have Will Barton, Monte Morris, Marcus Howard off the bench. Bones Highland off the bench. This is a very, very entertaining team, if I should say so myself. I think they still have JaMychal Green. I might be wrong on that. Yeah, okay. We got the Warriors winning, though. We got to figure out how many games the Warriors are going to win in. I'm just going to put the abbreviation of their state, or their state name, their team name, whatever you want to call that. Wow, I'm baffled my computer crashing. I don't know if it's going to do it again. I hope not. Knock on wood. This desk is wood, by the way, so yes, that's a valid point. Golden State. Do they win in... Honestly, do they win in 5 or 6? I don't think this game's going in 7. 6. Warriors are winning in 6. I got the Warriors winning in 6 there. Next, we have the Grizzlies and the Clippers, which, for a 7th seed, the Clippers aren't all that. Okay. Let's be honest here. Memphis is winning. Memphis is winning this series, and we're seeing a rematch in the second round from that play-in last year, Golden State and Memphis. We will see who can redeem themselves. That's gonna be a really, really good series. Memphis. Oh man, I can't. You know what? Looking at this Mavs Jazz, Luka handled Kawhi and PG, so I don't see why he can't handle Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. 2 two-way players versus two one-way players. Luka can handle that Jazz team. It's going to be a fight of his career. But yeah, Memphis is beating the Clippers in 5 games. I got Memphis in 5 on that one. Moving on to the Eastern first round, we have the Heat and the Hawks. This is a really good matchup. Talking about the Heat, they have 6th Man of the Year Tyler Hero. He is possibly their best player, and he comes off the bench. So that just kind of shows you how good of a squad that Miami has. They have one of the most skilled big men in the league. They have Bam Adebayo. They have a great defender, pretty decent scorer in Jimmy Buckets. Max Strus is a 3-point shooter. Duncan Robinson can shoot the 3. Yurtseven is a pretty solid body out there. Kyle Lowry, of course, the veteran. He's been doing this for a while. He can shoot some 3s here and there. He can dish the rock. He's a pretty big body point guard. So, yeah. We already talked about the Hawks when we were talking about that play-in game. I got Miami. Now, I'm not... Yeah, Miami. I got them in 6. It could be 5, but I got the Miami in 6. I don't think this is going to be a 7-game series. Shout out to the Hawks. Goodbye, though. You made the playoffs, at least, when nobody thought you'd even make the play-in, so it's pretty impressive. Next, we're going to look at the Sixers and Raptors. Wow, this Raptors team is hot. If you told me the Raptors would beat the Sixers, I wouldn't. It's debatable. This is a really good series. Now, is it going to go down the way like as good as people think it's going to go? Probably not. Look at the Sixers, man. They're deep as hell. They're one of the deepest teams in the league. Joel Embiid, MVP candidate. James Harden, one of the best guards in the league. He is elite. Tobias Harris is pretty damn solid. He can put up great nights if you want him to. Tyrese Maxey, a rising star in this league. He is absolutely phenomenal. I love Tyrese Maxey. You know, DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard are pretty decent bodies off the bench as big men. Shake Milton, you know, we're talking about all sorts of dudes, you know, guys that can go out there and get some buckets. This Philadelphia team, based on the names I said, do you think the Raptors are going to beat them? Because I don't know. We're looking at an underrated Pascal Siakam. We're looking at a breakout year for Fred VanVleet. A very inconsistent, but when he's good, Gary Trent. Malachi Flynn's pretty solid. They have Chris Boucher off the bench. They have OG Anunoby, great defensive force. They have Scotty Barnes, a Rookie of the Year candidate. They might still have Kim Birch, although I don't know. Raptors Sixers. Could this go 7 games? I don't think so. I have Philadelphia winning in 6. Philadelphia should be able to handle the Raptors in 6 games. Wow, this playoffs is going to be good. Next, we're going to talk about the Bucks and Bulls because, I mean, the Bulls can't really beat good teams. That's one of the biggest weaknesses they have going into this season. They cannot beat elite basketball teams. Every time they play a semi-decent team, they choke. I'm not going to lie. I like Chicago. I don't have any grudges towards Chicago basketball. But come on, look at this Bucks team. They have one of the best big 3 in the NBA. Giannis, MVP candidate. Drew Holiday, great defensive force. Chris Middleton is one of the best, second-in-command players in the league. I mean, maybe not, but he's up there, man. He's got to be like a top 15 second option in the damn NBA. He's got to be in the better half. Bobby Portis puts up great minutes. Brook Lopez, he can shoot. He can play some defense. Pat Connaughton's a great body to have. I can't think of all their guys. You know, Thanasis is kind of an end-of-the-bench guy. I can't really talk about Thanasis. I can't think of a lot of Bucks players, but I know they got a great team. Looking at the Bulls, a big 3. You know, it's kind of conflicting. It's kind of like what we looked at with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who we're going to talk about in a little bit, with the whole DeMar and Zach. They're very comparable. DeMar DeRozan, at one point, he was an MVP candidate. He's a great scorer. He's so clutch. He gets it done. Zach LaVine is a pretty good passenger. I'll call him a passenger player. That's actually a really good term. Maybe we should start using that more. Credit me if you see this. But in the passenger seat, Zach LaVine. In the back seat, or maybe even sitting on the center console, is Vucevic. He's one of the best centers in the league. Maybe not he might be top 10. He might be a top 10 big man in the league. Patrick Williams put up some great minutes in some of his recent games. Caruso's all right. Ayo Dosunmu, an up-and-coming hooper. I mean, I guess he's got some solid games under his belt in his rookie year. It might be his second year. I don't know. Lonzo's hurt. We're not even going to talk about Lonzo. It's kind of unfortunate, but hey, whatever. At least they're in the playoffs. At least they're the 6th seed, and they don't have to play the Celtics or the Heat. You know, at least it's that. But the Bucks are still a great team. Bucks might be one of the best teams in the conference. I'm going to be honest. The Bucks might be one of the best teams in this conference. Why the hell do they want me to fucking work out? God damn it, dude. I'm trying to make a video. I got to get going here. Bucks and Bulls. I got the Bucks. I got the Bucks, man. 6 games. I think most of these are going to be 6 or 7 game series. I think the East is a little more competitive. Celtics Nets. Celtics, one of the hottest basketball teams of 2022. You know, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown getting it done as an all-star tandem. Marcus Smart, one of the best defensive players in the league. I don't know if we will have Robert Williams back, but he's a great rim protector. He's a great lob city finisher. He is probably the best lob city finisher. But even without him, you know, Al Horford in his veteran years are still putting up some good basketball. You know, the things, I guess. I really like Peyton Pritchard off the bench. Grant Williams is a solid body. Daniel Tice is a solid body, although he's a little undersized. He's still a really solid body. A bunch of random guys on our bench, too. I mean, I don't know. The Celtics are pretty solid. Can't really talk about the Nets because we already kind of talked about them in the play-in. The second round and the championship and all that stuff will go a little quicker because I'm not talking about each team one-on-one. This is going to be a 7-game series. Brooklyn in 7. Brooklyn is, oh my goodness, Milwaukee and Brooklyn in the second round. That's our finals. That is the conference finals right there. Whoever wins that game is going to the conference finals. I'm sorry to spoil any future parts of the video. That's the finals, right? That's the Eastern Conference Finals is the second round. But let's move on to Suns and Mavs. I got to go a little quicker here. Just first and foremost, can we all agree that Phoenix is going to beat Dallas or the Jazz regardless of who they play? Yes, I think they will. In how many games? Probably 6. Phoenix is probably going to beat the Mavs in 6 games. Golden State and Memphis. 7-game series. I'm calling it right now. We're looking at a 7-game series right then and there. We might be looking at 7-game series from here on out. Like the Phoenix and Mavs was the exception probably for games that are going to go under 7. These might all be 7-game series. Golden State and Memphis. Who do I want to give the edge to? Oh, man. This is conflicting. Because I already semi-know who's going to win on the Eastern Conference side, but I know who's probably going to go to the finals, both of the teams possibly, but Memphis, with Ja Morant back? Like, are you kidding me? With Ja Morant back? Desmond Bane, a great three-point shooter, Jaren Jackson, Steven Adams, I mean, they got some guys, DeAnthony Melton off the bench. Whew. Memphis got some guys here, like, I'm not going to lie. They really do. It's tough, man. Memphis or Golden State. With Curry back, I don't think Memphis has enough playoff experience. I got Golden State in 7. I got Golden State beating Memphis in 7. Let's just move on to Miami and Philadelphia. Warriors might make another championship run. You never know. I think they're making it to the conference championship. Miami and Philly. Is this going to be 7? No, I don't think it is. I think Philly takes them down to 6. I lied. Philadelphia is beating Miami in 6 games. I have a strong belief in that. The process is finally revamped, and they're going to the conference championship. Isn't that amazing? Milwaukee and Brooklyn, man. Who do I think is going to win that? I just think Milwaukee's more of a put-together basketball team. They didn't just take a bunch of things, smack them together. They actually have, like, a process. They actually have guys developed on that team that have been on that team for 5+ years. So I think Milwaukee's going to the conference championship. We're going to see Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Phoenix, Golden State. Now we're going to type over here. Let's see. Who do I have going to the NBA Finals? Phoenix. I have Phoenix going. And how many games? At least 6. We're going to do 7. We're going to go with the benefit of the doubt. Phoenix in 7. Phoenix is going to the playoffs, to the finals in 7 games. It's possible. It could go either way, but I think that the Phoenix is such a great team. They're coached by the best coach in the NBA. And I mean, I don't really think there's much of a debate. We'll just put our champion in the middle. But we have Philadelphia and Milwaukee. Like I said, whoever's winning Brooklyn and Milwaukee is going to the championship. Those are both 7-game series. Those conference championships. If both of those games aren't 7-game series, I'm going to be fairly disappointed. The worst matchup in this whole thing is Memphis and Clippers. So, yeah. Who's winning this championship? I'm just going to get to the point. Phoenix in 7. Am I doubting Giannis? Possibly. But I got Phoenix winning this championship in 7 games. So that's that. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. As always, it has been GZTV giving you guys another NBA video. This was about a 30-minute video, so please show some support. I'm not begging you guys for support, but I'm out. I'm gonna start formulating. Well, I'm already like more than halfway done formulating my top 100 players list. That will come out sometime this week, maybe like Thursday. I'm thinking like Thursday night. I will be streaming that. So have a good rest of your day, everybody. I'm out. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you think I'm somewhat accurate. I got a Phoenix-Milwaukee rematch, and it's going to be a great one. So you don't want to miss the playoffs. Make sure to watch. There's a doubleheader on TNT tonight. I'm making some advertising for TNT. Yes, you heard it here. Advertisement for TNT. So, yeah. 6 o'clock game and an 8:30 game each night. Each of these next 2 nights, you're going to have 2 basketball games. Friday, there's going to be another 2 basketball games. So Thursday is the right day. Thursday is the right day to make my video. Maybe even Friday. We might just push it to Friday. Yeah, just stay tuned on TNT. They will have that for you guys.